Hey everybody, just a quick video today. This is my sand rail, and the other day I saw my daughter, she's about 3.5 years old. She was flipping the light switch on and off multiple times, and before I could stop her from doing it, I realized that the headlights were not coming on anymore. And I figured that it was a fuse, but I remember that I wired this thing up myself. I don't remember ever putting fuses in this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look inside the console that I built about 10 years ago, and we are going to try and figure out what the problem is. Here we go. Well, of course, here is the light switch right here, and when I flip this on and off, you can see that the gauge lights come on, but when I come to the front of the car, that's in the on position. There's no headlights coming on. And when you come to the back, the tail lights are not coming on either. So we're going to take this console apart, and we're going to try to see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. I'm guessing it's the relay, but I'm not 100% sure. So if it is the relay, I'm going to take it out, I'm going to test it. I already bought another one. We're going to replace it if in fact the relay is bad, and then we're going to turn the lights on and hopefully the lights come on. So let's get started. Let me turn the lights off first. I'm going to hop in the car and I'm going to start taking this cover off. Don't be scared. There's going to be about I don't know, there's going to be a lot of wires in there. It's going to look like a big bowl of spaghetti. The last time I looked at this, it was just crazy. But that's what we're up against. Okay, the way I set this console up is I put 4 screws to kind of hold it together. I bent some metal here, and I created this thing out of diamond plate. This is actually the back side of the diamond plate, and I simply used the back of a wire brush or a wire wheel on my drill to give it kind of a brushed aluminum look. And then I drilled the proper holes to put my gauges in, and my switches, and my little idiot lights. So after we get this cover pulled off, here's where you're going to see the disaster inside. But if my suspicion is correct, as I was saying, I think this is going to be the light relay. And so we'll test it and replace it, and hopefully we'll get the lights to work. So we're going to see how this thing looks. Whoops. Doesn't that look beautiful? Wow, it's been a long time since I took this thing off. There is actually a fuse here, but the fuse looks like it's good. Yeah, this fuse is good. I can test it, but it looks like it's intact. It's not burned out or anything. I'm going to put this little cover back on. The idiot lights are working, and the car does start, and also the fuel pump is working. It's just a matter of the lights not coming on when I flip this switch. So again, the lights are not coming on. The lights come on the little gauges, but not in the front. So here's a relay here, and there's a relay back here. I don't know what that relay is for. I think this relay is for my fuel pump back here. I think this one's for the headlights. Because I remember the wires in the back are entirely blue and black, and I have some red wires running to the front with blue and green also. So my guess is it's going to be this relay. So let's separate the relay from the socket and make sure this thing is off. And now we're going to go ahead and test this. Listen, if you notice on these relays, I think depending on which relay you have, there's generally 4 little terminals in the back, and there's always a little diagram. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put some power into 2 of these contacts, and I think what we should hear is the relay clicking. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to get my little power supply and see if we can get this thing to work. See if we can get it to click. If it doesn't click, I know it's the relay, and I'm going to just switch it out for the other one, and let's see if the lights come on. Okay, so I was actually looking around the garage, and I was looking for a power supply. I guess I could have used my battery in the sandrail here, but I decided just to grab my my battery from my cordless drill. Now the other thing is an 18-volt battery, and obviously it's more voltage than we need, but these relays, the relay that's in there is actually rated for 30 amps. And let me see, I have no idea how many amps these batteries are. Anyway, we're gonna check it to see if we can get this relay to click. And anyway, the way to do it is I got some alligator clips that I've actually had these things laying around for a while. And we're going to take an alligator clip, connect it to one terminal on the battery, and take another alligator clip and connect it to the other terminal on the battery. Now be careful, if these things touch, we're going to see a pretty nice spark, and it could potentially, whoops, like that. Let me get my hands in a little better. Whoops, that's hot. Whoops. I don't want to ruin my battery. These batteries are about 80 bucks. Okay, so now that we have the battery, the wire hooked up to the battery, we're going to take these and we're going to test this relay. Now there's a bunch of numbers on the back here, and I kind of looked this one up to find out how to test it. I'm just going to demonstrate it for you. You want to cross 85 and 86. You want to put the power on 85 and 86, and it's kind of hard to see, but this right here is 85, this right here is 86, and when I put the power on it, it should, if it's a good relay, it should click. Okay, it's not clicking. Now either I have a bad connection or my polarity is wrong. I don't think that even matters really. Nothing's happening. Okay, let's go ahead and let me get the other relay. And we're going to test the new relay to see if the new relay works. If the new relay works, I'm guessing we're going to put it back together. We're going to see the lights work. Okay, so this is a new relay. Here's the box for it. Basically, it's a Duralast relay. I got it from AutoZone. Cost me about 12 bucks. Okay, so let's take our wires again and test this thing again. Okay, as you can see, I put some electrical tape on here because it was so close that it was sparking. So anyway, so here is the new relay, and we're going to test the new relay to see if we can get it to work. You should hear a click. Now remember, you got to put the current between 85 and 86. So this right here is 85. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can see it. And this is 86, so let's test it. You hear that? That's the sound of a working relay. Let me just go ahead and test the other one more time to make sure I'm not going crazy. Here's 85. And this one I'm going to touch to 86. Okay, so that hopefully is the problem. Let me disconnect my battery so it doesn't spark up again if I move the wrong way. Here we go. Okay, this is the old relay. It had the little tab right here. We'll put that one aside. This is a new relay. This is the new relay. Let's see if it even, I hope it plugs in. Yup. Okay. Place that there. Let's flip our switch. All right. Look at that. We're in business. I'm going to move the camera so you can see the headlights come on. Yep, the lights are working. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to put everything back in here in one piece. Now, if I had some time, I would start working on the wiring here to clean it up and to maybe prevent some kind of short that I can definitely get in the future the way this thing looks. But in the meantime, let's just get this thing back in. I'm going to tuck these wires back in like this. And like this. It's actually a pretty snug fit. And it's so snug that it was actually very difficult to get this console back on again. One last check. And that ought to do it. Anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe. Any comments, if you want to know anything about my car, I love talking about it. And thumbs up are appreciated. Have a great day, guys.